Hello HMS staff. This week's video is all about celebrating you and your accomplishments in this past year from March 2020 through now, March 2021. So this is my final goodbye and celebrating you as I'm getting ready to head off for maternity leave. But I could not head off without telling you how truly proud I am of you for all of the learning that you have done and all of the learning that you will continue to do. So without further ado, HMS staff, here are my top 5 celebrations of you. Number 1, if you think back to last March, you basically learned to teach on an all-new learning synchronous platform, Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, overnight. It was a brand new resource for all of us, myself included, and true to nature, we made mistakes, but that's learning. Learning is messy, and we learned the power of grace with one another as we approach this new platform. Second, I just want to recognize that this is the very first year that we have had all Herndon Middle School staff and students on Google Classroom. We really united to have this be one space that students know that they can come to get all of the information, materials, and resources for your class. Third, you have embraced, whether it's teaching on the platforms or learning or participating on them, 2 synchronous platforms within the past year. So Blackboard Collaborate Ultra and Google Meet are now 2 platforms that our staff is pretty well versed in knowing the benefits and disadvantages of both platforms for staff or for students, and depending on whatever your outcome might be. Number 4 is attention to cognitive load and keeping our students' minds in mind. I think more than any other year, the conversations that I have heard happening within teams are paying so much more attention to what students can handle and engage in, whether it's content, the amount of technology that students might need, or how we might be able to help students process the information that we're giving them. So I do want to celebrate that we have been really caring for our students this year and thinking about how we can support them while challenging them. Number 5, we have truly taken on a completely new mindset in this past year. It's kind of an embrace the mess, grace for all mindset. So learning is messy. If we're making mistakes, it means that we're learning. And doing so with grace helps students to learn that it is okay to do that. We don't have to be perfect all the time, and we shouldn't know everything yet. So I just want to celebrate all of you for giving grace to yourselves, to your colleagues, and to students all year long as we have been learning so many new things together. So that's my top 5. I'd love to hear what you would add to the list if we were to continue growing it. But I just want to thank you all for having such a positive mindset as we've collaborated together. And as always, #HMSCan. Please continue to celebrate your wins, big and small, throughout the rest of the school year, and keep growing.